Our perception of the world is a reflection of the state of our consciousness. This is a quote. Did I say it right? Yeah, because my wife is here making fun of me while I'm vlogging. So since this is the third take, so this is a quote that I got out of the book, The Power of Now, just for a change. We've been talking about this book a lot, and I am reading it for the third time, and I can't stop getting good things out of it. So let me share a few more thoughts that I took out of the book today. Whatever we perceive, in the book it writes, whatever you perceive. So I'm just going to read it the way the author wrote it, but it's always ours. It's always us. It's always about us. We're all connected. So I am part of it too. It's not that I'm speaking from above. Whatever you perceive is how your consciousness interprets and interacts with the molecular energy dance of the universe. This is awesome stuff. You gotta read this book. If you're into this stuff, you gotta read this book. Every being is a focal point of consciousness and creates its own world. According to Abraham Hicks, there are as many worlds as there are perceivers, because we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. I make fun of people sometimes. It makes me laugh when I hear people, this is the reality, these are the facts, this is how things really are, this is whatever. But yes and no, because everything is subjective. We are the universe experiencing itself subjectively. So everything is very relative. And so I just wanted to share that with you at the beginning of today's vlog. Today's vlog, just the one that I did yesterday in Italian, is going to be a bit different. I'm going to take you guys with me during one of my days, also because I'm not recording this log of today's vlog at the end of the day after I wrote down my reflection. Today I know that I'm going to go out with some friends tonight, and instead of taking the excuse to skip a vlog, to skip a log of the vlog, or to procrastinate and maybe end up being here late at night, I planned ahead and I said, okay, since I don't want to spend here the entire evening, I'm going to record clips throughout the day that I'm just going to put together. So everything is always up to us, how we plan things, how we decide to do what we do. So no excuses, and here we go. Today, not only was I able to accumulate an hour of reading, but I actually did more than that. So I get to catch up on those first 3 days of the year where I only read for 45 minutes. So thanks to this vlog, I'm on track. I'm doing well. I know that in the future I will be slacking because I will have to prioritize a rehab of one of our properties, for example. So I will be busy on the field. But in the meantime, today, together with most of my family, I was able to dedicate some good time to some good reading. I did read The Power of Now, as I mentioned earlier, and again, Il Dono del Silenzio, English title will be present with the link in the description as usual. And I did that while riding my bicycle because I don't like to use the word spend when it comes down to time, but I do allocate too much of the time that I have at my disposal sitting down at the desk, either on a regular desk chair or on this ball. And so I want to be more active. So I accumulated most of my time reading today while I was biking, as you can tell. Before reading, as I mentioned in other vlogs entry, I started the day with my daily meditation. I was able to stick to it today as well. I did it for 15 minutes. And then after that, I started, as I normally do, I proceeded through my day by writing down appreciations about what is and affirmations about myself, my life, and the reality that I desire to create. Then I did start reading with my parents and while riding my stationary bike. And then I carried on the morning by doing some other physical exercises. As I mentioned, I spent lately too much time sitting down. So the other day when we went to play soccer with my dad, I felt like a slight pain to my hamstrings. So I used the foam roller. I started to use the foam rollers when I was training for marathons. A friend of mine taught me how to use it, a few exercises, and I am not an expert with physical activity or using the foam rollers. I just do it the way I think it's best. I use them and I practice physical activity the way I feel it's best for me. And I normally don't have a particular routine. I do not allocate 15 minutes a day, half an hour a day, an hour a day to physical activity. At times, I ride the bicycle while I'm reading. At times, in the evening, I go out for a run. And I do exercises such as push-ups, pull-ups in the yard, and abs when I feel like it. So in this video, you can see me going through some exercises one after the other. But in fact, the way I do exercises during the day is while I'm taking breaks in between tasks during the day. So I might write down affirmations and appreciations and affirmations, and before I start reading, I do push-ups or I do abs. And then I'm sitting down at the desk. Maybe I'm going to be trading on the stock market for half an hour or so. And once that I'm done that, before I start the next activity, I might do another set of whatever I feel like doing. So this is how I accumulate exercises throughout the day. I don't want to just do that. So it's just a way to keep moving and stay active throughout the day. This is not any particular way of getting in shape faster, or no, it's just what works for me, and I'm just sharing it with you. In the past, while I was racing, up until a few years ago, I was racing. I did half marathons, ultra marathon, and I was more focused on performing. Then, of course, there were times where I was actually putting up a bunch of miles and I was actually going out to run twice a day. Now that is, at this point, that is no longer my focus, is no longer my priority, at least for the time being, and I am dedicating more time to other activities as the creation of content. So as we go through life, our priorities shift, our interests change, and we adapt to it based on our priority and what we like to do best. Then, while we were having lunch, enjoying the present with family and the gift of abundance and health, we received a special visit.
Go outside!
Sì, è lenta come una tartaruga, non è che... Then we continued the day answering a few of the comments through videos on the content that we've already created and that is already present on the channel. When you see me wearing the white jersey of Spezia Calcio, is because I'm replying to comments about soccer. And this, I had the chance, since now my parents are here visiting, to involve my mom in answering this comment. And now it's 4:15, we're about to go. 11:50 p.m. We are back, as you can tell. As you might have heard in some previous logs of this vlog, my parents are here with my wife and I visiting from Italy. They are with us for about 2 months, and I haven't seen them since last February. So, inspired by their presence, we are grabbing the opportunity to have them reconnect with some of our local friends, and in doing that, we are reconnecting with these friends ourselves. Applying another one of the very precious suggestions by Jim Rohn, who said, nourish your relationships, treat your relationships as a garden. So we are doing our best. And while I'm going to read you today's Abraham Hicks card, wrapping up today's vlog, I will let some images of tonight go by to better entertain you. From my place of alignment, I'll be inspired to achieve wonderful results. What you do in terms of action is far less important than the thoughts you think, the way you feel, your vibrational balance, or the story you tell. When you take the time to find vibrational balance, the physical effort you apply will yield wonderful results. But there is not enough action in the world to compensate for that misaligned energy. From your place of misalignment, you are inspired by detrimental behavior. Just as from your place of alignment, you will feel inspired by the beneficial behavior. Well, I guess that's what we did tonight. We recharged our vibrational batteries, we aligned ourselves with Source and enjoyed the evening and the present as much as possible. And it is exactly for this reason that the images of tonight are not that high quality. I used to go around with the camera, but then I was missing out on the enjoyment of the present moment, of the company, of my family especially, and friends. So right now, I don't care about anything else but being there. So when I record, I just take out the phone and get some clips so that you do not only have my big face in front of a screen talking, but I can provide you with some images. That being said, guys, I thank you for the time that you dedicated to today's vlog as well. I invite you to interact with me directly in the comments, letting me know, excuse me, if there is a subject that you would like me to expand on further. Like, I don't know, we talked about foam rolling, exercises, running, books, meditations, affirmations, all these kind of things. We'll talk more about some of these subjects as I go on, but I would like to see what captivates you guys the most, guys and girls the most. So again, thank you very much. Be better with books, improve your thinking by reading to improve, and before I'll let you guys go, I'll leave you with some images of my parents unleashing themselves on the dance floor. I'll see you on the next one.
This video has been brought to you
by us at
Real Estate Helpful Solutions.
We buy houses, helping people.
To find out more about how we can be of help, text or call us at 727-366-6916 or send us an email at the email address you see in the photo.